Hey, this is AJ. Welcome back to the Handyman process. I think it was 2 videos ago I put out that I was working on a couple of things. One of them was a swag line that I'm still testing out, and the other one was a tool that I'm trying to make to help me gather inquiry information and create estimates on the fly. So I've been playing this game for a while, and one thing that takes me a lot of time is back and forth with customers, coming up with an estimate, all sorts of things, right? I've always been thinking, how do I smooth this out? How do I eliminate this? How do I, just simplify it, right? And I've come up with a couple different ideas. Some of my videos, I tried a subscription process that didn't really work. So I started messing around with, well, maybe I'll write a script that my wife or somebody else can answer the phone and they can go through all this stuff for me. And as I was going through that process, it became iterative, which means that I started with a script in like Microsoft Excel, and then I brought that into Google Sheets, and then I was messing with Google Forms. And then I found a software called JotForm, which I'm going to demonstrate here in a moment. What I was able to do is I decomposed all the work that I do. There are certain jobs that I like to do. There's certain jobs that I don't like to do, right? I like to do cabinet hardware installation. I like to do light fixtures and ceiling fans. I like to do some plumbing fixtures. I don't like to do drywall. I don't want to do landscaping. I don't want to do any of that other stuff. So what I've done is I've come up with a system that I know my prices for cabinet hardware installation, for fixtures, light fixtures, fans, and for plumbing things. It's pretty straightforward. How many do you have? I ask a few qualifying questions. Does it have this? Does it have that? Is it a low ceiling? Those types of things that may or may not change the price. And then I can automatically, if you select 2 fans, it's automatically going to respond. It's $300. Same thing for light fixtures. It's $100 a light fixture or whatever it may be. And I have the same type of mechanics going on for the cabinet hardware. And then for all the other jobs that I do, what I'm going to do is allow the customer to just essentially purchase my time with a minimum 2-hour time window. And then I have a descending scale in terms of dollar per hour. The less hours you hire me, the more dollar per hour. The more hours you hire me, the less dollars per hour. Hopefully I said that right. But more hours, you save money. Less hours, you don't save money. And with that, I've tweaked and crafted a system using this JotForm tool. And I have no affiliation with them. I didn't even know about them until about 3 days ago, and I've been messing with this. But I'm going to show you what I did in this system, why I did it, and how it works. So stay tuned. I'm going to switch over right now. I'm on a widescreen, but when I record this other part, it's going to kind of flip over and go the other way. Okay. So I'm in the JotForm system right now, and this is a form that I created. In the future, if people are interested in this, I'll show you how I made the form. But right now, I'm going to kind of show you what it looks like. There's a basic welcome page, and if you see spelling mistakes, hey man, I went to summer school a few times, so I haven't cleaned up the spelling yet. There's probably a few grammar mistakes in there, but you'll get the point. So this form will either be embedded into my website, or I'll send it out as a link if somebody requests, Facebook, Nextdoor, or whatever it may be. So what happens is they hit the start button. The first thing that pops up are my available services, the things I mentioned earlier. I have cabinet hardware, ceiling fan, light fixture, faucet replacement, handyman by the hour. And also, I hand out a lot of referrals. Yeah, I can't do this work, but somebody else can do it. So that's kind of the 4th feature in there. So the theory is somebody would come in. Let's say somebody comes in and they need a ceiling fan, and let's say they want handyman by the hour services. So when I select those two, you might have noticed it down in the bottom there where it says 1 of 5. When I select ceiling fans, now it becomes 1 of 10. And when I select handyman by the hour, it becomes 1 of 14. That's added additional questions for the clients to answer. So let's go to the next question. The next question has to deal with a ceiling fan or light fixtures. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm basically, I got a disclaimer. I only work on these types of things. You have to have, blah, blah, blah. You can kind of read the screen there. But they would come in and they would say, okay, I need, let's do 1. They would say, I need one ceiling fan, right? They need 1 ceiling fan. It automatically estimates it, right? Estimate for the fan is 150, right? And if I went back and I said, 3 fans, it's 150 times 3. So quick math on some of these. I may put like a discounted scale on these in the future, but right now I'm just doing a flat price. Same thing for light fixtures. I'll just keep it at 0 for now. So 0 on that estimate. Next thing I do is I walk into handyman by hour. So in here I say, hey, go ahead and give me the details for your job, so they can come in here, they can type whatever they want, they can upload pictures, they can put links in there, the sky's the limit, but give me some detail of what kind of work you're looking for. That way, I'm prepared from a tool perspective to show up to the job. Then the next thing, they can come in here, they can hit the browse files, they can upload as many pictures as they want. This has been a limiting factor for a lot of people in the different forms that they use, because we all need the pictures to help us understand the job a little bit more. So this is a great feature, and it gets coupled with this job. So on the back end, when you see that, okay, they're looking for handyman by hour, here's the pictures for that particular job. Finally, we go over and say, how many hours are you looking for, right? So in this case, let's say they're looking for 3 hours. Hit 3 hours, it's $3.20 for 3 hours. And I talked about that graduating scale. So if I go and I have a max, let's see what it shows. If I try to put 9, I have a range of 2 to 9, right? So you can only select between 2 and 8 hours. 8 hours, not 9. So if I come in here and say, hey, let's do 8 hours, right? I hit 8 hours. Now it's $7.20. Keep in mind that's in addition to the fan, right? So when I go to the next step, the total estimate now is $11.70 because it's the fan work plus the handyman by hour stuff. So they look through this, right? They read what this says. Yeah, I either like the number or this guy's crazy, right? And they just hang up or just close out the form and I never hear from them again. But if they're like, oh no, that's pretty reasonable, I like this guy's system, then they just go to the next page. They start entering their name, their address, their email account, cell phone number, hit the submit button. Once they hit the submit button, boom, that goes through. And I don't think, I'm not going to receive a notification because I'm filming this right now, but on my end, I receive a notification with all those particular details. So that's a quick snapshot of the system that I created for my business. Every business is going to be a little bit different, right? But those are the things that I like to do. Those are the prices that I'm going to start with. And I don't know how it's going to work. I like the way it looks right now. I've been testing it with a few of my neighbors and getting their inputs on some of these things as well. You have the technologically adverse who probably won't like this, and that's okay. I'll still get phone calls. But when I get the phone calls, all I'll do is I'll open up that form. I'll ask them the same questions in the form. I'll just put the data in there for them, or my wife could do it, or anybody could do it, because I've pre-programmed it, right? So all they have to do is answer the questions. Once they answer the questions, instantaneous estimate. And then if they accept, we schedule. And hopefully that's it. Go do the work, complete it, and be done. Anyway, I wanted to get this out there quick because I'm excited that I created it and put it out today. And I want to get some feedback, see what your thoughts are on this, see if it's something that would work in your business. If you're curious, like maybe, I'm going to make a video explaining how I did it, but like if you want like a workshop or something, if there's enough interest, maybe I could have some type of workshop where I'll show everybody how I put it together. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and catch you on the next one. Bye.